I have been described as very complex, like my music. I've been called Little Lucifer and Satan with a bandoneon. I think of the two sprites that are inside me, the one that thinks is more stupid than the one that does things. And he always arrives late. The truth is, I should really put my tongue in my ass. However, I also have a reputation for being mischievous. Yeah. My standard musical equipment is this itching powder and stink bombs. I once put a hungry kitten into someone's bandoneon case. The orchestra gave me a nickname. Gato! That means cat. I once dared a fellow musician to race with me completely nude through the streets at midnight. But I think my most spectacular feat was in Paris in the 1970s. A friend and I entered Notre Dame in the early hours, and I seated myself at the organ and began to improvise a mixture of vaguely religious music and my own. I could have been arrested for that. Instead, one of the priests said, "If that gentleman will come and play on Saturday night or Sunday Mass, we will pay him well. To get people to come to church, they need a new sensation." And he played very well. I worked at tango all my life. All ballet companies in the world are dancing to my music. Jazz people love and enjoy what I do. Chamber groups with a classical repertoire are asking me to write for them. It cost me a lot to get to this position. I'm neither a millionaire nor anything resembling one, but I do know that I will spend the last years of my life comfortably, which is also a reward for all those years of struggle. I was a controversial artist in my country, but on the flip side, I was well regarded overseas. Someone once said, "You're famous, but not popular." That was a very nice compliment. Far from my country, no one ever asked me if I played tango. My music could be liked or not liked, but it was always respected. In Argentina, I think I achieved that in recent years. Yeah. Can you help me there? You have a copy of my book there.
Play tango, maestro.
Oh, yeah. Nobody asked me, far from my country, if I played tango, but there was always some idiot who would yell out, "Play a tango, maestro!" I think he must be one of those listeners left that used to criticize me for decades. I had to defend myself, argue, fight. But I must admit, I had fun. Without realizing it, these people helped to create Astor Piazzolla's reputation. my music will be heard in the year 2020, and in 3000, and sometimes I'm sure of it, because the music I make is different, and because in 1955, one kind of tango began to die, and another was born, and on its birth certificate was my Buenos Aires octet. I still can't believe that some pseudo-critics continue to accuse me of having murdered tango. They have it backward. They should look at me as the savior of tango. I performed plastic surgery on it.